This video is about your mind map and your visual research page for GCSE art. These pages are really important because they're the first thing that the examiner is going to see when they mark your book, and it's the first impression that you're going to make about your project. For this example video, I've decided to base my example around the theme of pattern, which some of you have got as an option for your GCSE project. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm writing the word for my theme in the middle of my page, and I'm trying to present it in an interesting way to really capture the attention and the imagination of the examiner. So you can see I'm writing the word pattern, but I'm thinking about the typography I'm using and trying to kind of express some of my initial ideas about the theme before I even get started. Now I'm going to start to think about some of the first things that come to mind when I'm thinking of my theme. So I'm looking at pattern, and an obvious one to look at would be design, and then I can go off from that looking at fashion. I can have a look at perhaps different types of interior design. So I'm starting to kind of think around those initial themes and develop kind of more sub-themes around them, not just thinking about the obvious, but trying to think about extra things that you could look at that link to those initial first ideas. This page, it doesn't matter if some of the ideas are quite random. I want you just to try and get as much down as you possibly can onto the paper, so your page should be absolutely brimming with different ideas and different thoughts related to your theme. The next task is going to be looking at artists. So I want to create a visual research page, and I'll show you some examples of that in a moment. But I need to find artists that link to my theme. So the first place I'm going to is tate.org.uk, and you can see you can click on art and artists, and you can have a look, and there's a lot of different artists there for you to choose from, thousands and thousands. Just write your theme into the search box, and you'll see that lots of different artists come out there, and you can have a look through and see if there are any that really capture your imagination that you could put into your initial visual research page. So I'm just going to go and have a look. Perhaps Annie Albers would be a good one. I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to go onto PowerPoint, paste it in, resize it, because we want approximately 15-20 images, so we can't have really big images. And then I'm just going to get a text box, and I'm just going to write the name of the artist so I can remember who the artist is just underneath the image. Another great website is a website called arttoday.co.uk. That's art, the number 2 and day. And this is a resource that's been set up for students to find artists. Now, this website does actually require a password, and your teacher will be able to give you the password to find your artist. And you can see here that you have got a list of themes, really comprehensive, lots and lots of different ideas, and they're listed alphabetically. Click on pattern and you can see there is a whole host of different artists that you can choose from here. So just select the ones that you want to look at, copy them, paste them into your PowerPoint, and don't forget to write the name of the artist underneath. The Saatchi Gallery website has a really wide range of contemporary artists for you to explore. So if you just go onto their website and just on the very top of the page, you will see that there is an artist search, and you can have a look and find different artists that might fit within your theme. Artteacher.com has got an artist search function, and you can search artists by theme, and you can see if you scroll down you can find a pattern in there, and you can use all the different artists that they list on that website. Don't forget as well, you don't have to stick just with where it does actually say pattern. So for example, if you've got on your mind map the theme of pattern, but then maybe you've gone off and looked at fish scales, then you could probably find artists that look at fish as well. So you can kind of research around the theme, not necessarily just looking at the specific theme. The final website I'm going to show you is one called Artnet. This is actually a resource for people that are looking to buy artwork. So when you've got your next spare £1 million and you want to buy a Warhol, then you can go on this website and you can actually shop for really amazing contemporary art. So one to remember for the future. But it acts very similar to the other websites where you actually just go in and search, and I've put in pattern, and you can see I've produced lots of different search results that will then go with my theme. Again, don't forget, copy and paste it in and put the artist's name underneath the artwork so you can remember who it is for when you go into your sketchbook later on and carry on doing your research. So by now you should have 2 PowerPoint slides which are full of interesting artworks and images that link to your theme. You should also have a mind map which has got lots and lots of ideas covering the whole page related to your theme. The next step is to present these in an interesting way. Some of you have got access to a printer and art materials, and some of you haven't, but this really doesn't matter. For the mind map, you're going to be drawing out your ideas, maybe sketching some of them in there and collaging images from maybe magazines, newspapers, printed off from the internet that link in with that theme. On the next page, the visual research page, you can either present it digitally on PowerPoint, so using interesting ways to lay it out, or you could print off your images and stick them into your sketchbook in a really interesting and exciting way. I'm going to show you a few examples of these over the next few seconds of film, but I'm really looking forward to seeing your work. Good luck with everything, and can't wait to see all your creativity in action.